James Ernest of the Grueling Truth Radio Network here with Darryl McKay of OYO Sports. So, how'd the company get started?
Thanks for having me on, James. We started in 2011 with the goal to make a product for LEGO fans who love sports. We noticed that there was a real opportunity there for a sports licensed version of Legos. But our real goal was always to just make fans smile and feel a part of a product, not unlike what LEGO's done with Star Wars or Marvel or some of the other categories that fans just really love to be part of and play with. And so our whole goal was to bring a smile to the face of sports fans, and that's how we started back in 2011.
So was the Fenway story a true story?
Oh, absolutely. That's 100% accurate.
For those of the fans that haven't heard that one, could you tell that to them?
Sure. So our founder, Tom Scripps, went to Fenway Park with one of his sons, who's now ready for college, and he was a huge Lego fan and wanted to get a souvenir, and they couldn't find anything that was really age appropriate. He was a little older, and that really tapped into the fact that he loved Lego. Tom had the idea of, what if I were to make Red Sox minifigures? And literally that is how the program and the company started. He designed it so that the product could be built more on a just-in-time or on-demand basis, so that fans, as players change and come and go, and we all know the world of sports makes it such that you're generally rooting for somebody new on a regular basis, even if you're not rooting for a different team, but those players are going to change. So they had to have the flexibility of producing the product quickly in small batches, which is what we do. Kind of like, if you will, we're a craft manufacturer who produces small amounts of product on a large variety of different players and teams on a constant basis, and it's always changing.
And on the rare occasion, if there happens to be some leftover, they can get that at a bargain, right?
Generally not, actually. It's kind of funny. I mean, we do have a small amount of traded players when it does happen. They get marked down in half price on our website, and I'm sure other of our customers as well. But it's very, very little. We're producing generally to order with a small amount extra for our own website. There's not a lot, and generally those go pretty quickly.
What do the initials OYO stand for?
So OYO is just a short name that people can remember. And if you look at the logo, you'll see two eyes, the O's, and the Y is the nose and the smile. Going back to the fact our goal is to make fans smile.
Nice. So how great is it that it is an American company?
I mean, that for us, myself, my background is in licensed sports products. And, to have a product that's built here. Now, we build it from globally sourced parts. Much of the plastic, I should say, is poured here in the U.S. Some of it is poured in China. But the bulk of the value and all of the printing, the assembly, the packaging, it's all done here in Hudson, Massachusetts. And, obviously it's great from a pride standpoint. We're really excited to be able to offer an American product to fans. We're one of the few toy companies that makes product here in the U.S. in any way. But it's also critical for hitting the market when players get traded or there's a hot market opportunity. Like Shohei Ohtani, the amazingly popular Angels player. He wasn't actually officially part of the Major League Baseball Players Association until he pitched on the first game, which means we had to wait to produce his product and when he pitched. So, but obviously, he pitched opening day, was amazing. Actually, I should say he hit opening day, and he pitched on Sunday, had an amazing start to his season, and we were able to have product in the marketplace the day after he pitched. So that, is an incredible advantage that you could only do by being produced here in the U.S.
Who's the target audience for your product?
Truly fans of all ages. Obviously we're toy, so we are appealing to kids 6 and up who love Lego or love construction toys, but also for us, they could love the Red Sox. now get into construction toys as a result of this. We have a lot of followers on Instagram or on Facebook, and you'll see them often mixing the different companies' products. You'll find, J.D. Martinez of the Red Sox flying an X-Wing jet, or Chewbacca hitting against one of the other kids' favorite teams. So, it's really nice to see the toys playing together. But we do have customers of all ages, and, just fans that'll bring a smile to their face is really our target audience. If it'll light you up and make you feel good, and you have a favorite player that we produce, and we produce 600-700 different baseball players at any given time, and then obviously commensurate quantities for each of the other leagues. It's exciting to be able to say we do make your favorite player.
Well, what if I like one of those obscure players on the bench? Is there a way to get a customized one made?
We're working on that. Right now, we offer an OYO Me program, which is, you. So if you're just sliding the bench, you can make yourself as a Red Sox player or Yankees player. We are looking to expand that so that you could literally have any player made at any time. It's a little more complicated, but right now you can go online and get a baseball or a football minifigure of yourself on your favorite position, in your favorite position, on your favorite team, customizing the face, the skin color, the number for baseball anyways, and your name.
Wow, that's even better than one of those other players. Heck, I can have myself? That's great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you get to drop yourself into the game or the play that you're recreating in brick form.
So what sports and leagues do you have currently?
For OYO Me, the customized, we currently offer NFL and MLB, although we are going to be expanding that to our other leagues that we have for the traditional built product, which is MLB, NFL, NHL, NBA, IndyCar, a full group of collegiate products, and then some of our custom holiday products. And we are looking to continue to expand both the number of colleges we offer, as well as, we're looking to add sport licenses with NASCAR. So there's some new products coming. We're excited about what the opportunities hold. And with that, we also work with all of the players' associations. They're wonderful to work with and been very supportive. And so that, you can get a Major League Baseball Players Association fully licensed product from us.
You mentioned before about how he had to pitch or a hit in his first game before you could utilize him. What about the NFL draft players? Is there a time limit on those, or should we expect to see those in the near future?
Yeah, you'll see those very shortly. In the past, we have made specific draft product. That night we start making them. This year we did not do that. We kind of go back and forth about sometimes you have to give a year off to have fans appreciate it again and get excited about it again. So this year we didn't do it. They'll join the roster expansion, which we typically produce and ship right after the All-Star game ends in July, right before training camp starts. So that's when your Jimmy Garoppolo and Richard Sherman as a 49er will also debut, and all of the trades and then rookies that have come up, like Juju Schuster that we didn't make last year for the Steelers. He'll come up and be added to our rosters, and then of course all of the draft picks from this weekend.
Oh, nice.
I shouldn't say all of the draft picks, but certainly the number one round draft picks, and then any other particular ones that are calling attention by the teams themselves.
So it gives them something to look forward to.
Absolutely. Every year, that's what's kind of fun about OYO. Yes, we make the same minifigures every year for the Steelers, but they're never the same rosters. And that's what's kind of cool, is there's always somebody new to, add on to Antonio Brown or Ben Roethlisberger. They've always got a new cast with them of a roster of players to add to, and that's exciting.
What type of accessories do the figures come with?
For these generations, they currently come, of course, with all of their sport-appropriate gear. So baseball players get a bat, a ball, a glove. Football players get a football. Hockey players get a fucking stick. Basketball players get a basketball. Basketball players also get a water bottle. And then all of the minifigures for all the sports also come with their own set of headphones, since they can rock out on their way back to the bus. when the game is over. So we've given them all headphones for this generation.
Oh, cool. What type of... So obviously they can hold those type of items, the basketballs, the footballs. Yep. Nice.
Yeah, that's what makes OYO different than Lego, and we both have patents on different portions. Our product is patented because it is fully articulated, which means our products have knees and elbows that can bend, which allow you to throw a baseball, theoretically anyways, and reenact actual sporting events. They bend and are flexible in all of the right places to allow for athletic poses.
So tell us about your birthday club.
Our birthday club is something we started 2 or 3 years ago. Again, just a way to engage with our fans and reward them and thank them for their support. And there's a special minifigure that we produce for the birthday club. And we do a social post that ties in an athlete's birthday with a fan's birthday that we pick each week to, just, again, remember that we're all just people. All with birthdays, whether you're Bryce Harper or you're one of our young fans playing with a Bryce Harper minifigure, just to connect that athlete to the fan in a personal way. And again, we want to bring smiles to people's faces, and that's what that helps do. You're having your birthday, and you know that you happen to share the birthday of Bryce Harper. That's kind of fun.
That is really cool, yeah. Being able to, brighten people's days. Tell us about player engagement. You interact with some of the players, don't you all?
We do, yeah. I mean, and some of it, obviously, reach out by the Players Association or through the Players Associations where athletes are, interested in what we're doing and, ask for the minifigures and we donate them to different organizations that they might be involved with as giveaways or as camp giveaways when they run training camps that they do themselves. And then other times, we'll see it pop up on social media at the same time as our fans where they're just very excited about seeing their own minifigure and they just post it. We've had some really nice engagements spontaneously through Instagram or Twitter or Facebook by athletes who have found their own minifigure somewhere, picked it up, and been totally excited and engaged with it. And that's really fun, when they write something like, I had no idea that I had a minifigure, and here I am. That's cool, and that is really fun to see them get excited about it. I mean, these are, I like to say they're grown men, but, any of us who are, in theory, grown men or grown women will acknowledge the side of us or the part of us that is still a kid. And that we really tap into when you see an athlete get, smiling and completely excited. You're tapping into that inner 13-year-old or 10-year-old that is inside of all of us.
Awesome, yeah. I was going to say, we're all big kids.
Exactly.
And on the website, you have some really cool interactive content, like the coloring pages and the downloads for the screenshots.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is the whole goal is to have fans be excited about the product, but really bring a smile. So, we have coloring pages that people can download, and we'll send them to you as well. We send them to our stores to give away. And again, we're targeting, if you look at it, our target audience are kids, certainly of all ages, but, kids love to color, and it's a fun thing that parents and kids can do together, too, when they're not actually playing with their minifigures. And you can download different wallpapers for your computer or your tablet or your phone, or you just want to hang up a poster, you can download that, and we certainly have posters that we'll send out to people as well. So, we want to, have more than just buy something from us. We want our site to be fun and something you can go back to on a pretty regular basis. And on Instagram, and we're very supportive and try to be helpful. We run a lot of contests ourselves on Instagram about different social posts and on Twitter as well. But also on Instagram, there are leagues, OYO leagues, that a lot of our fans have started, again, fans of all ages, about different posts and different images that they, are out and about, kind of like a Flat Stanley, or they've created standings with the minifigures, or different leagues have, you have to post, if you're the Red Sox, you have to post an image of the Red Sox using your OYO guys. but maybe somebody who's the Orioles posting Orioles, and whoever gets the most likes for the quality of their picture wins that game. And that's a game, actually. It's a whole day, and whoever has the most likes at the end of the day wins, and they go on to different playoff rounds and World Series or whatever sport appropriate playoff system it is. They do it, and they've done it all on their own. This is not something that we've initiated, but we're certainly super supportive of it. I love, and I'm often the person scrolling through. There's two of us here that do it, and I love seeing the creativity that fans put into the product. In fact, I've started a hashtag, OYO fans are the best, because they really are. They really just get so excited, and sometimes it's seeing players, our minifigure players, skating on backyard rinks. Sometimes they go to the beach. I've seen them with apples when they've gone apple picking with their owner. So it's really fun to see the different creative situations fans have created with their Oyos.
That sounds awesome. And
it's cool.
Yeah, that does. That sounds really cool. I mean, just making it more interactive, making it more fun. And
they've done that. That's what's awesome to me is they started that. This is a great way to do it, and we completely agree. We do a lot of our social posts that same way, and it's more engaging and more interesting.
You mentioned possibly adding more motorsports. Have you ever considered combat sports, either MMA, wrestling, boxing?
Yeah, I mean, I will say that we've been approached, and we're looking at adding, and continuing to grow into the fan base where we can make someone smile. And I think those are all great opportunities for growth. We're adding new buildables this year as well. We just launched the baseball helmet cart, or kind of the bullpen cart, which the Diamondbacks brought back for their season, and I think others will. Basically like the helmet on wheels, if you will.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then we'll have a training camp kit for football. We're bringing out a Santa Claus this year, so there'll be a lot of new stuff coming for fans, in addition to new sports as well. We'll keep innovating the building experiences and the add-ons for the sports we already make as well.
Where are your products available to be purchased?
So nationally, we are grateful and excited to be partnering with folks like Target and Dick's Sporting Goods, who cover a lot of the nation for us. Some of our more regional folks are people like Shields in the Midwest and out west. We have a lot of Hallmark stores that do business with us. We work with a lot of airport gift shops. We work with a lot of the Learning Express stores for toy stores, and a lot of independent mom and pop toy stores. The Pro Image Group does a really nice job in the Lids locker rooms, and those they run the Cardinals clubhouse stores and the Yankees clubhouse stores, and it's way too many to actually list. We have a store locator on our site where fans can type in their zip code and find out the closest one, and we're always able to tell people, like, if you're looking for a particular minifigure that we've sold out of, we regularly point fans to retailers who bought them so that they may still have them. And the independent retailers, I can't say enough about those folks who really engaged with OYO at an early point in our career, have really supported us and are wonderful ways to spend local and buy local as well. So, we're very blessed to have a good group of retailers. Obviously, there's always opportunities in markets where I'm sure fans will call in and say, hey, there's no store in, and I have no doubt that they're right. We'd love to fill in more markets, but we do have a good group of retailers. We can usually find somebody close by or who will ship.
So, in other words, you can either get them from your all's website, major retailers, or even at the games now.
Absolutely. All the ballparks, all the arenas, all the stadiums for football, most of the college football and bookstores as well have them. The IndyCar track does an amazing job. Obviously, the big race is coming up this month. They do an amazing job of supporting the product. So, they just introduced Danica Patrick, which will be an exciting one. And if you're like Aaron Rodgers, you've got to put a Danica Patrick next to him, of course. Mm-hmm. so there's a lot, we have a lot of fun with it too. And like I said, the retailers are great. And I don't think it should be overly difficult to find OYOs. The challenge usually is finding the particular OYO of a player you might want. And we do make a lot of different versions. For example, we just made for the Angels ballpark a Mike Trout Mother's Day minifigure to be sold on Mother's Day. That you have to go to Angel Stadium for. Oh, cool. And we do try to create some unique products for people within certain markets. The Utah Jazz have a special version of Donovan Mitchell in his statement jersey. So we try to have some fun with it and create some unique opportunities as well for different customers.
Excellent. So like a special edition or a collector's item, kind of.
Exactly. And we want them to be played with, but there's nothing wrong with having something that's a little different at a place like Angel Stadium that is special for that day if you happen to be going to the game.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's why you buy, the trick is you buy two. You buy one to play with and one to put up.
That's right. You got it.
Heck yeah. And then people to thank. Who has really helped the company expand and become what it is today?
Well, we certainly would have to start with the leagues and the players' associations. They've been very patient with our growth and really good business partners to support us. And they believe in what we do. They love the different types of products that we've been able to make. And I can't say enough positive things about those relationships. Certainly our retailers, I already thank them, I think, in some ways. But, particularly the ones who started in 2011 or 2012 as what I'll call early adopters that had no idea whether this would work or not and whether we could actually get the product shipped on time. They've been great to work with. The folks at Target have been really supportive as well at helping us grow the business and getting the name out there and the exposure on a national basis. And, internally our productions and operations teams, we're changing things all the time on them. Players are getting traded all the time. Numbers are getting updated. It's crazy. Like Ronald Acuna came up last week for the Braves, and that was very exciting. But he started in spring training, I think, with number 82, and then we thought he was going to be number 24 during the day, when he was being called up. And then at the very last second, they announced he'd be number 13. And by the way, he also has Junior on the back of his jersey. So we had 3 different versions designed, and the teams, between our designers and the production teams having to just literally change on the fly, they're so great. And it makes the product truly authentic to the sport because they care so much to make sure it's right. And then very lastly, how could I do anything without thanking our fans? The folks who go on Instagram, if not daily, certainly weekly, or in some cases many times a day, and write into us and ask us questions all the time about will you make so-and-so, will you make so-and-so, and a lot of those ideas come from those asks. And so that hashtag, OYO fans are the best, is very appropriate because we absolutely feel that way inside.
Awesome. So what were those social media and websites again for the fans?
Yeah, so our website is OYOsports.com. The www, I think everybody knows by now, but that's certainly a place. And you can reach our Club OYO site from there. We also started for collectors, the OYOcollector.com portal. There you'll find checklists on all of the different OYOs we've made throughout the last 7 years. So if you want to know every Red Sox OYO that's been made so far, or and every minor league OYO we've made, or special editions, that's all on a checklist that is sortable and printable. And we've kind of got a got it, need it column for you, so you can check off the ones you have and the ones you don't. And you can see blog posts about different articles on different minifigures that have been retired or how many we made of them. We do post that as well. We have different rarity levels. Once a player is retired, either because they changed teams, we changed the generation, he changes numbers, those figures will never be made again. And that's all posted on OYOcollector.com. And then certainly our Instagram is OYO Sports, our Facebook is OYO Sports, and our Twitter is OYO Sports. Right now, those are the 3 main social channels we utilize. Awesome.
Sounds great. Any final thoughts for fans?
Just thank you. We really appreciate you, James, having us on. It's really nice to be asked. We're grateful for that, and we appreciate all of the feedback and support that fans give us. We're truly grateful. As a small company, it's not easy. Even if you have a great product, it's not easy to get your word out. So I'm very grateful for things like this and these opportunities.